over at the bin side real quick. We're just slowly tightening up some things over here. These bins have grain in them, so they are functioning. Leg arms just finished putting in the conduit in the ground for the power for this fan. It's been running, we just had it temporarily wired in, but now it's officially wired in. Sure track system's working great on these bins. Currently it's drying spring wheat down, but it's hydrating the winter wheat. And right here, we're looking for a hidden roll of cable. That leg arm's buried, and we find it. We're gonna then dig it up, use the ditch witch here, and dig a trench over to this unloading system here, and as well as the door. So that way we can have power to unload that bin, because as of right now, there's no way to get anything out of that bin. So we gotta make sure this is together. So I'm here, let's get this done. I was supposed to be the one digging, but he took it over again. Hello. Every time. There we go. It's exposed. All right, let's start trenching. Rip all the way up to there, and then get her fixed up. Now that harvest is over, and it's extremely unlikely we're gonna be seeing any winter wheat just because it's so dry, it's time to do a little bit of house stuff. So this is kind of an update on what's going on at the house situation. Currently I have no foundation yet, and the hole hasn't changed. It's still up there, but I still need to do some work to my road. It's not quite where I want it to be yet before we gravel it. There's just some dips and steep edges, and it's just not there yet. I haven't had enough time to really iron it out. So one thing I need to do, this is a low spot right here, a drainage that comes through, and I knew this was gonna happen, and I got it confirmed when it did rain a little bit this summer, is water tends to pool right here. I need a culvert to go from there to there. So I'm gonna kind of determine the low spot, measure the width of this road out, and I think I've got a pipe in mind that'll work. It's only like it's like a 6-inch pipe. So preferably for a culvert, you'd like a lot bigger because those can freeze and easier when they're narrower, but it's free, we have it. I think I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna go measure this out. If it works, I'll go get the pipe, drag it all the way here, get the backhoe, dig right through my road, drop it in, bury it, and then I can start finishing grading this, because I want to put that in before I start doing the finishing grading on this. Otherwise, I'm going to be ripping the road up and having a spot that needs compacted. So, makes sense, guys? Let's go to town, get this done. Well, it's pretty evident where the water pooled. You can see all the cracked ground here. So, somewhere, I would say right here, looks like the low spot of the road. See how scientific I got there? I know, pretty good. So let's drop some measuring tape out. Let's see where we're at. Look at that magnet's gonna be perfect. That's nice to have a camera handle with a magnet on it. Worked out perfect. 35 feet roughly. That's what this tape goes to. I need about 38 to 40 to really make that span. So let's go check out that pipe. See if it'll fit the job. See? Still a big hole. Soon to be concrete, and still a big hole after that. All right, I do have my transformer in. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's a lot of weeds out there. Post-harvest spray is coming. Should gotta get on it soon. It's gonna rain next week, so we will let the rain come. See if that can help germinate some more seeds, get some of that cheatgrass growing, some of the volunteer grain, all that hailed stuff that's all over the ground. If we can get all that taken care of, then we can start spraying and clean up these fields before winter. So that way next spring, it'll be a lot nicer when we get into the field. Wait, we're not talking about farming. We're talking about house stuff. I'd say that's probably long enough. Welker Farms already stole one of these for his culvert. And it looks like there's two left. They're same length. One's got a slight bend in it, so maybe I'll take the non-bent one, as that makes a huge difference. No, it doesn't. These actually look a little bigger than 6 inches. That's like an 8-inch pipe. That's perfect. Okay, let's wrap a chain around it, if I can get a chain under it. And let's just drag it all the way back. Got like 2 miles to go on county roads. Probably need to wrap this a couple more times, but we'll see how well this works. Maybe I'll loop it under there like that. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Perfect. All right, well, I don't need this. I guess I could just drag that with me now that I need it. Chain popped off. Take 2. Should have picked a bigger chain to start off with. Oh, I got it right the chain, got it here. Cleaned the pipe up, looks nice and shiny now. Drug on the road for a while, but we got it. We're here. Unfortunately, I gotta go. I got something going on tonight, so we'll have to pick this up another day. But at least my culvert's here. It's actually an old gas pipeline for natural gas. It's gonna work phenomenal. All right, we'll be back in a minute.
Just so you guys know, we just got a shipment in yesterday of new swag. So these hats right here, we got more of these. These are the yellow pea hats, and we were running low on them, so we got more of them just in case you guys wanted some. They're actually very nice, but not only that, we got some new style patch hats, well, yesterday. They literally just came in yesterday. So if you guys want to, and you like this style, and you'd like to have it, they're pretty nice. You should go to farmfocus.com, and in that, go through and go to Welker Farms. We have a bunch of merchandise. We have hats, we have shirts, we have sweatshirts, we have mugs, we even have stickers. And I'm not entirely sure exactly what else we have on there, but we got some stuff. So if you want some Welker Farms merchandise, by all means, please go to the Farm Focus and get some hats. And these are new, guys, just came in, so yeah, have at it.
Okay, I'm back. Brought the backhoe. I think I know my spot. There's a dip right here where the natural grade goes, where the water's gonna wanna flow. There's a low spot right here where there is gonna be water pooling when it does rain, and it will someday. Snow runoff. There'll be quite a bit of water here. It's gonna come right up to my road here and flood this whole bottom up to the edge or crest over the top. And I don't want that. So with a natural grade right there where the water drainage happens, and right here, and this is where the water flows, I'm gonna cut a trench right here. Drop this bad boy in there. I'm gonna have to bring the demo saw over and cut off with a torch and cut off about 3 feet of it. It's a little bit long. And that way, bury it up. Should save my road from getting water ran over it and getting cars dirty on a dirty road like this. I'm kind of thinking instead of cutting it, I'll just trench a diagonal line. It's really the way the water's gonna go anyways, so I don't think it'll hurt anything. It's just gonna be a slight angle, but rather that than have a free chunk of this just laying around doing nothing. All right, let's try that. Well there, let's see if that works. I dug a well on each side. I want the pipe above the out, or the spout of the culvert on each side to be above the ground, so hopefully I did that right. So I'll roll it in, drop it in. It looks good. Line it up and bury it. and then I'll clean up these wells a little more. And that way the water, when it comes through here, will go on through, hopefully. There we go. Just got to get the box grader, clean this up a little bit, get the front end loader over here, and I go to move a lot more dirt up there. I'll get these piles out of here and then clean up this hole of the well a little bit. We got some drainage and some rabbit shelter or skunk, possibly a badger. I don't know about a coyote, it'd be a little tight, but we're gonna get critters for sure. Okay, well, got a little bit of a harvest break, but of course we make our own chicken feed, and what I got here is, I saw on my channel a while back, 2 years ago, I built this mill, this hammer mill, to grind a mixture of peas, wheat, and barley. And this is a little loud. So anyway, I've got that done, and then that'll last me for, probably over a month, because I did another one yesterday. So anyway, then while that's finishing up, I'm heading over to a Pick and Good deal. I got my lovely bride Karen up here, and she's having a real picking good time. I'm gonna come up here too and show you a little bit about the process of hand-picked cherries. So, all right. Okay, so what are you doing?
Trying to grab the ripe ones.
Okay, yes. Some of the red ones aren't quite ripe yet, but let me grab some here and show you. Okay, this is what they look like. And some of them are almost sweet. In fact, there is a sweetness to them.
Most of them are so tart, though, that for 10 cups of syrup, I use 12 cups of sugar. It's pretty bad, but the flavor is awesome. And I make my pancakes without any sugar in them, so this is the only sweetener.
Yeah, no, she does a great job with it. It's a lot of work.
It's one of those years that pickups on this farm don't really want to cooperate. Guess what's happening to this one? Oil levels getting very, very high. Coolant's going into the crankcase. And that means most likely your intake manifold gasket is leaking and it's putting it down in there. So this pickup's out of commission, which means the only farm truck we have on the farm, literally farm truck, is this bad boy right here. But we do have one other truck and we never use it. Never, because it's got a spray pickup on the back. Well, I think we should go get it and start using it. Let's go get it, guys. Hopefully it starts. Gosh, it hasn't ran for I don't know how many years, but I got faith. It's a Dodge, it'll run, I hope. Keyword hope. All right, let's go down and get that truck. So we're driving down to get that sprayer pickup, and I started asking Dad a question that I said, hold up, I'm kind of curious now. The sprayer on the back of that is a Summers, right?
Yes.
And you didn't buy that new, did you?
Dad bought it new. It was on another pickup, and then we got this pickup, and I built the bed for it, and then put this on. But I also extended the booms, so I built additions onto the booms to make it about 56 feet. That's what really fit all our strips at the time. We had narrower strips back then.
And this thing sprayed our entire farm, really, for many years, right?
Yeah, I did a lot of spraying with it, yes. It used to have some airplane, but then that guy finally got old enough that he retired, and so then I started doing my own. And then we put
put a bunch in the CRP, which then cut down the acreage. So I sprayed a couple more years, and then I bought a old Flex and Coil wheel boom, and then started spraying using that and a tractor.
So this would be the third sprayer on the farm.
Third ground rig sprayer, yes, that I know of.
Yeah, okay. So it's got some history on it.
Yeah.
We're never going to use it though. That's the thing is we got the Brute and the Apache and all these other sprayers that are, you can get to the location fast and they're just much nicer. So I don't see us ever using this pickup sprayer. So that means like, why don't we just go get this pickup, pull it off and use this as a pickup, literally.
Well, we're spraying that we don't have to use it again. Got the windows.
There's pigeons in here. Get out of here! Scoot! Get out! Anyways, this is the truck right here. Look at this beauty. Isn't it just beautiful?
Want me to turn the lights on?
That would be nice. We probably should put some lights on, then you can see this bad boy. I believe, and I'll have to make sure, but I think this is a 1989. So it's got fuel injection in it. And it's got a 360 with a 4-speed manual transmission. And it's a 3/4 ton. And it's got little heavier leafs in the back because of the spray rig. But yeah, let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Okay. Okay, real quick, not real quick, I'm gonna explain why do we have that pickup. Right after high school, I had a demolition derby car that had a 440 Chrysler in it. And so I took that 440 Chrysler, rebuilt it, put a stage 2 cam in it, and then I was looking for a 4x4 frame with a 4-speed manual that's probably 3/4 ton. Well, I found that pickup for $500, but there was no electric fuel pump in the tank. So I bought the truck, and I was gonna take that 440 Chrysler, put it in that truck, and my idea was to cut the frame, shorten it, and I knew where there was an AMC Pacer car at, and I wanted to slap that bad boy on top. So I got myself a 4x4 440 AMC Pacer. I thought that'd be really cool. Guess what happened? Our spray pickup was having some issues. Engine's getting weak and it wasn't running very good. And so we decided to turn that truck into a spray pickup. Hopes and dreams crashed and failed right there and then. Anyways, that was the plan at the time. I'm laughing a little bit. I'm driving along and all of a sudden the hood of the truck goes BAM! So Dad's driving back with the hood up in the air. I hope it didn't bend it too bad. Yeah, I tweaked it a little bit. Let's put some coolant in it. It's a little warm. Let's let's tweak this thing back. A couple 2x4s, and a little bit of keyword finesse. Go ahead and put some pressure on it.
Okay.
Oh, too much. That smiled it.
You know, that's where so the rain will run off.
Let's see what it looks like. Beautiful.
I gotta.
That's hideous.
Right here.
That is hideous. It was perfect. Keyword was. All right, let's pop it back up. We'll tinker with it for a while. Don't worry, you guys will never know we did that. Ever.
All right. It takes a body man to do body work, so if you're gonna go body and go big.
Is he calling me fat?